So there's a scene in The Matrix that most people remember wrong. They remember Neo choosing the red pill. They remember the choice. They forget what was said right before it. He said it, you felt it your entire life, that there was something wrong with the world. Not that the world was wrong, that you felt it and the feeling was already there. Most people that watched that scene was thinking that the lesson was about waking up. It's not. The lesson was that Neo was already awake. He just hadn't stopped leaking. I want to talk about people who are trying, not the lazy ones, not the ones who gave up, the ones working, grinding, posting, building, doing everything they were told to do, and still nothing moves. They're confused, sometimes angry, so they go quiet for a while, and then they come back harder, and it still doesn't work. Here's what nobody tells them. Effort doesn't fail because it's too small. It fails because it leaks. You are pouring energy into a container that already has holes in it. And until you find those holes, it doesn't matter how much you pour in it. The first hole is what most people never even see. It's called the reaction leak. Every time something doesn't go your way, a comment, a rejection, a bad day, your body responds before your brain does. You get tight, you get loud, you refresh the page, you try to explain yourself, and in that moment, something exits you that you cannot get back. Not energy, frame. Frame is the way other people read your status in real time. It's not what you say, it's what your reaction says about how much you need things to go a certain way. You react visibly without control. You are broadcasting that your internal state is hostage to external events. This is the lowest status signal a person can send, and people can feel it. They may not name it, but they can feel it. Neo didn't dodge bullets by reacting faster. He stopped reacting to them. The moment he stopped treating the bullet as a threat, it ceased to have power over him. Your environment is full of bullets, criticism, silence, failure. The question isn't whether they come. The question is whether you flinch. The second hole runs deeper. Most people that are working hard, they are not working towards something. They are working for someone. They want to be seen, validated, told they were on the right track. They post and then watch the numbers. They pitch and then wait for the tone of the response. They build and then wonder if people think it's good enough. That waiting, that watching, that is the approval leak. It is slow. It drains you quietly over months until the thing that you were building starts to feel hollow because you weren't building it for the thing. You were building it for the feeling of being approved. So here's the brutal truth. Approval is not confirmation that you're right. It's confirmation that you're readable. The moment your output is optimized for what you think people like, you have handed your frame to the crowd. And the crowd is not calibrated to your goals. Not the version that wins. The third hole. You've been working. You know things. You've earned something. So you explain it. You justify your decisions. You defend your process. Back up your claims with credentials or experience. This is the authority leak. And this is the most ironic one because it looks like confidence, but it isn't. Real authority doesn't explain itself. It demonstrates. When you feel the need to tell someone why you're qualified, why your approach makes sense, why they should trust the direction you're going, you are performing authority instead of holding it. And people can feel the difference. The person who explains their worth is always ranked below from the person that simply acts from it. When you stop defending your system and start occupying. Become someone people move toward, not because you convinced them, because you never needed to. The last hole is the one that kills momentum before it even starts. You have a goal, a real one, something you want badly, and you tell someone, or you post about it, or you make it your identity before you've made it your reality. This is the intention leak, and the mechanism is not mystical. It's neurological. The brain cannot distinguish between the feeling of achieving something and the feeling of telling people that you're going to achieve it. When you announce, you get a small version of the reward without putting in any work. And the work gets hard, not because you're less capable, because you've already partly satisfied the need that was already driving you in the first place. So the goal, it's supposed to live inside you until it's done. The moment it leaves your mouth as an announcement, it starts dying. You can't give someone a frame they're not willing to hold, but you can hold yours completely, quietly, without leaking. And eventually, the results will speak for themselves. So that's what this channel is. Not motivation, not strategy, frame. So stay locked in.